Chit Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Afforda Box, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Seen on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
Okay. Nakamute ako, no? Good Sunday afternoon, everyone. I am so sorry. I just can't get used to this technology, but hello. Yeah, as I was saying, we're full packed today and we have a lot of special guests, and let's go straight to it. Say hi, Raymond, my co-host.
Hello, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat mga ka-chit-chat. Hi,
I think you're also mute.
No,
you have to
I'm not.
unmute
Okay naman.
also.
No, it's okay naman. Wala ba?
You have no sound, I think.
Yan, hello. Meron na?
Okay,
na.
I'll get back. We'll get. Okay, I think it is me that I can't hear Raymond, but hopefully I can hear our guest. And okay, we have a special guest definitely, and we want to introduce them. Go ahead, please, Monj.
Yes, magandang hapon, Attorney Aldwin Alegre, our CEO for AQ Prime, and welcome to our show, Chit-Chat with Double V.
Thank you, Raymond, and thank you, Vivian. Magandang hapon po sa lahat ng mga nakikinig and nanonood sa atin ngayon.
Yes. Ayun, as yun nga, attorney, last time kasi we were talking about AQ Prime, guest namin si Direk Boong Alejandro Ramos, no? So pinag-usapan namin kung ano yung pinakabagong offering ng Philippine online streaming platform industry. Ito nga yung AQ Prime, and yung naging very exciting na opening ng inyong launch ng inyong platform, at saka yung mga malabas na aabangan ng ating mga tagapanood, at kung paano nito in a way matutulungan yung industry sa ating mga viewers, at saka at the same time sa mga artists, at saka sa mga manggagawa ng pelikulang Pilipino. So ano po yung sa tingin ninyo yung parang magandang may offer ng AQ Prime?
Maraming salamat Raymond for this opportunity. Ang AQ Prime po, nag-go live po tayo nung 8.8, August 8. Bago po tayo pumunta dun sa detalye, gusto ko lang pong nabanggit na yung vision po ng company, ng ANQ Entertainment, is to be the most recognized, at least if not one of the best, na brand ng mga Filipino dito sa atin, at the same time sa buong mundo. Ang kahalagahan po is meron tayong bagong platform, yung ating OTT in the industry, yung online platform natin na maaring makatulong sa mga kapwa natin na nasa entertainment industry po.
Hi, attorney. I'm
Hi.
sorry about that.
Hello.
We had a technical problem there, but good Sunday afternoon again, attorney, and thank you for spending time with us this afternoon. Last week, last Sunday, we talked about the OTT, no, this platform that we're talking about. So it is AQ and not A and Q, but it's AQ.
It's AQ. AQ
Yeah.
Prime. AQ Prime.
And it is AQ because you are attorney. Was it taken from an initial?
Yes po. It's taken from my surname, yung Alegre. I'm the A. And Attorney Hani Quino, Quinyo is the Q. So we combined it. It's AQ. AQ Prime. Yeah.
So this is 100% Filipino.
This is 100% Filipino owned. And of course, we have business partners from our Korean side, but basically it's majority owned, substantially owned by a Filipino.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that because I know there's a collaboration going on, no, with a Korean company. But before that, we want to explain also for the people that wasn't with us last Sunday, what is an OTT? Ano ba yung OTT pinag-uusapan na yan? It is, it is over-the-top media service. It's a media service that is directly, no, that goes to the viewers via the internet. So I'm sure it bypasses all the cables, di ba po? And this is, parang Netflix.
Yes.
It is Netflix because people are the one that's parang medyo and then sa Monj sa Philippines Viva Max is also
Viva Max, I want, yes.
and I want and Viva Max, no. So attorney, what is of course we have already all those big names that we just mentioned. So what will be the difference when we are talking about AQ Prime?
Oh, thank you.
What else can we offer?
Yeah, actually we had go live last August 8. Ito yung initial stage pa lang po natin sa AQ Prime. Ito yung mga video on demand. Although may mga nakalagay na tayong movies, pero yung iba po nasa server pa. Inuunti-unti pa namin na i-upload dun sa apps itself. Now, the difference is yung aming phase 2 po, that will include not only yung mga video on demand, yung mga napapanood natin pelikula, we will also have yung interactive live streaming for audiences. Like, for example, eventually we'll be hosting yung mga live concerts, live events. You can do also a Zoom meeting within that apps. So, ito sa tingin ko yung that makes the difference from other existing platform. Kasi sa ngayon, you can also do online selling, yung mga live streaming. So ito yung phase 2 po ng project natin. Hopefully within third quarter of the year or baka fourth quarter of the year, ma-launch po yung ating phase 2.
So it's more interactive, no, Monj, no?
Parang siya, exciting siya, Vibs, kasi nabanggit ni attorney yung parang live selling kasi nabalita recently na ipagbabawal na ng Facebook yung online selling. So, very popular yon. So, maganda siyang component para to look forward to.
Yes po. Naka-pipeline po siya. Nasa inventory siya. So, our IT core, they're working on it. So, hopefully, we should be able to launch it within the year, yung ating phase 2. So, in the meantime, inuna lang muna namin yung basic services, yung video on demand, na kung saan yung mga movies natin na kasi nagpo-produce din po tayo na mapanood dun sa platform.
This is I think a game changer, no, Monj? Attorney, no, I'll be allergic because it is really something that of course, talking about Netflix, which is not Filipino at all. But of course, Viva Max is there. I want TV, but parang nang medyo kulang lang in a way, no? But as you are saying, itong AQ Prime would be more interactive, meaning mas meron siyang participations of the members of whoever will subscribe. Kasi by subscription po ito, di ba?
Yes po. Yes po. Kasi po kung titingnan natin, maganda kung let's say nanonood ka ng movie, for example, Mang Kanor. So nandun yung mga viewers at the same time within that timestamp or time code, makapag-comment din sila kung ano yung mga observations nila. That is part of the interactive platform na we want na maibigay sa ating mga subscribers in the future.
Which is very good because pag kami nagko-comment kasi usually sa Facebook, we fear it. Kasi parang, some people are not, parang hindi mga responsible when it comes to commenting because you don't know them. It's so easy to be, to do some profile. Yung nga sinasabi nila mga trolls, no? But with this one, because if you subscribe, then you know the person.
Yeah.
Personally, meaning, that they'll have, aside from the email that they will just create, of course, they need to pay, no? So, meron yung GCash and meron, I don't know how will be, ano yung form, no, of payments, no? But at least we know that these are real people, di ba?
Tama po.
Mm-hmm. So this is really nice because it's really, I think it's going to be a game changer. And we talked about last Sunday, Kig Direct, no? We talked about his films also at the same time, si Direk Ramos. And then nagpo-produce din pala ang AQ Prime.
Yes, Vivian, kasi we started producing way back in 2021. Actually, that was the first movie, yung movie na Nelia. It was by Winwin Marquez and Raymond Bagatsing. Nagkataon po, that was in December 2021. Nakapasok po tayo sa MMFF 2021. Unfortunately, ito yung kasagsagan ng Omicron, yung Omicron pandemic. So, but ang brighter side doon is, since we are newbie in the industry, na napagbigyan tayo na ma-appreciate nila yung Nelia. And then we decided, sabi namin, paano to? Kasi COVID, walang lumalabas. So if we intend to produce more, saan natin ipapalabas? So that's the reason, nag-decide kami to come up with this platform.
This platform.
Yeah. At least if we will do some movies, meron tayong siguradong paglalagyan or mapapanood ng mga
So it was really the producing first of a film.
Yes.
And then and then you thought about true, no? Because most of the cinemas at that time are still closed, no? Or if not, talagang meron parang 30% capacity lang ang allowed, no? And that is a revelation because I thought all the time that it was because the platform is such a big project, no? Diba, attorney? I mean, this is very expensive.
Hindi ho makatulog, hindi natutulog yung ating mga core groups sa IT department.
Yeah. Kasi of course, definitely you thought about the marketing side of these platforms kasi nga babangga din tayo, no, dun sa mga nauna na sa atin, But I think your product naman kasi is totally different as we were saying kanina. You have more to offer in terms of services, di ba? And you will still get other films that are already produced, right? And,
yes. Doon po sa library, kung titingnan natin, may mga foreign titles doon, may mga acquired local din, like yung mga independent films, para lang at least makumpleto. Kasi ang hinahanap natin ngayon, minsan yung Tagalog movies. There's a demand for Tagalog movies, especially for OFWs na nandun outside Philippines like UAE, Middle East, Hong Kong. Ang mga Tagalog movies, even yung mga old movies, yun talaga yung nami-miss nila na mapanood. So we're continuing na ma-explore yung opportunity na to for OFWs na maibigay natin sa kanila yung mga classic Pinoy films na nagawa before.
Yes, actually, sir, tawag dito, there was a study before na yung demand from our OFWs, particularly yung mga seamen, naghahanap talaga sila ng mga Filipino movies na mapapanood sa barko kasi wala silang access. Usually, pagka nakasampa sila, nasa gitna ng dagat, naghahanap. Isa po ba yan sa ating mga magiging target market?
Yes po. Isa po yan sa mga strategic plan natin. Long-term plan is to capture the OFW specific market segment. Ito yung mga seafarers natin, yung mga nasa Middle East, even yung nasa Europe, US, of course, maraming mga film community dyan, lalo na sa, I think, sa LA. So, isa po yan sa mga nasa plan natin na mapagbigyan sila kung ano yung demand or request ng mga OFWs natin and migrants.
And sir, ano din po ba, syempre when we say streaming, di ba, we're not only talking about domestic audience, we're also talking about regional and eventually international. So para bang nasa plano din ba ninyo na mag-produce someday ng mga movies that will cater to sa ASEAN nations, tapos eventually buong Asia and then global?
Or festival movies as we call them.
Yes po, actually ngayon meron kaming sinimula na kasi yun ang category nung nasa apps. We're not limiting dun sa local films kasi may mga category yan. So dapat based dun sa mga business partners natin, sa mga management team, na pag-uusapan na dapat meron din tayong pang international film festival, pang premiere, whatsoever. Sa ngayon may sinisimulan po kami, in fact ongoing shooting for international films, I think entitled Pura. So, yun, yung mga example na hindi lang siya limited for OTT, even theatrical abroad or international festival, we will also engage. Ayun.
This is exciting, Monj, because remember when we were in Film Academy and we had some projects, no? And we wanted to go regional when it comes to the filmmakers that we have. Kasi marami tayong magagaling na filmmakers. And not only here in the Philippines, but abroad, you know. In the US, there's a lot of Filipino-American filmmakers. Pero syempre alam natin ang parati nating problema, Attorney Alegre, would be really the platform on which kung saan sila i-distribute, and that has always been a problem. And EQ Prime is really something that all the filmmakers talagang will welcome, no, so much, because I hope EQ is also will be considering this up and coming filmmakers, no, and we can discover yung mga up and coming na mga film students pa lang, and because we know for a fact na syempre maraming magsusubscribe Cinemalaya is really doing very, very well. And these are new filmmakers, and I hope they will also be given your platform, your kind of platform to reach out, to reach more audiences, no?
Yes po, Vivian, no? We welcome yung mga independent, yung mga new filmmakers natin. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko, one of these days, magkaroon ng meeting with the filmmakers, yung mga gumagawa sa Cinemalaya, kasi gusto namin iparating na hindi lang po yung mga existing pool of directors yung pwedeng gumawa for AQ. Even yung mga baguhan, yung mga talented natin na mga filmmakers, we welcome po. So, kasi the more the merrier. Isa sa mga vision or mission ng company is to uplift yung local film industry natin. And in doing so, matutulungan po natin yung especially yung mga baguhan natin, mga filmmakers.
That's a good news, diba, Monj? Kasi
yes, actually tawag dito, Vibs, nakakatuwa kasi nga sabi nga ni Sir, mag-open tayo ng opportunity for up and coming filmmakers. Alam naman natin na madami na very vibrant sa panahon natin ngayon. Ang technology sobrang accessible na eh. Parang Unlike nung, di ba before, mga film negative, medyo mahirap mag-produce ng pelikula dati kasi mahirap yung technology. Pero ngayon is very accessible, very, in a way, madali siyang matutunan. Tapos we have a wide array of materials to tell. Matanong ko lang kay Sir, meron ba kayong parang specific na branding or di kaya parang genre that you will focus on? Kasi yung Viva Max, diba, para medyo napupunta siya sa mga sexy kasi mga straight males, yung mga na-top nilang niche market. So in a way, parang yun parang naging kanilang bulk na kanilang audience. And then yung I Want naman, mga OFWs, ganyan. Tsaka yung, of course, yung mga established audience ng ABS-CBN tsaka ng mga Star Cinema. Meron ba kayong ganun parang naiisip na plan for AQ?
Yes, oo. Actually, nakalimutan kong sabihin po, no? Yung AQ Prime, actually, dalawang apps po yan. Yung AQ Prime, ito yung mga wholesome. It's a separate apps. Wholesome for family, children. Ito dito pumapasok yung mga interactive live streaming apps. Once it's launched, dito siya papasok sa AQ Prime apps. Now, there's another app, a separate app and with separate subscription. Ito po yung Director's Cut by AQ. Dito naman papasok yung mga mature films, LGBT films, and yung mga sensitive. So, hiniwalay talaga namin kasi we want to have for marketing purposes and for branding purposes, ginawa namin hiwalay yung wholesome films and yung mature films. So that yung kids, like, kasi may daughter kami na, Daddy, we would want to watch this. So, isa yon sa mga na-consider namin na mahiwalay yung AQ Prime sa Director's Cut because one of the objectives din po ng AQ Prime is we also want to engage and partner with like our government agencies like DepEd for some educational modules. So, kaya hiniwalay talaga namin yung AQ Prime dun sa Director's Cut. So, hopefully, eventually, ma-implement with partnership with other government entities.
You know, Monch is really going to be a totally, in the next few years. Kasi alam naman natin yung the connections also of internet is going to be a problem, di ba? Kasi yung ating sa mga probinsya and all of that, hindi maka-reach, no? Kasi kung cabled ang internet. But, pag pumasok ang Starlink, which is I'm very, very excited about, at sinabi na yan ng ating government that they will want to engage, no, with Starlink, especially with education sa ating mga internet. So yung mga far-flung areas natin ay talaga makaka-reach na ng mga internet. And with that, I think AQ Prime is just right, by the doorstep with all your contents, no? I want to find out kung paano po yung inyong collaboration with that Korean company. It is parang SBT, is that Sun, what do you call that? The Sun Mobile Commerce?
Yes, Sun Mobile, Sun SBT Entertainment, and we have also one company, SSN Network, two separate Korean firms. Yung collaboration po, to be specific, for example, sila yung nakikipag-usap if may concert dito mga K-pops, sila yung nakikipag-engage directly sa K-pop doon sa Korea since magkaka-same sila. So magkakakilala, mabilis yung negotiation. And then once na-close yung engagement, sa kanila i-inform yung AQ Prime na okay, itong music awards na to will be hosting this exclusive for AQ Prime. So may mga ganong collaboration. So since sila naman yung mabilis magkaintindihan, magkasundo and direct, sila yun yung pinaka-main participation nila in terms of negotiation. Maganda rin po yan. For example, kasi we intend to have also yung concert, organize a concert for K-pop group. So sila yung nakikipag-usap. So sila po yun.
Okay, so pwede rin naman na co-producing also, no, of some of the parang series. May ganun din po.
May ganun din po. In fact, iniimbitahan niya kasi yung AQ Prime po, we have also our homegrown artists, AQ artists. Gusto rin nilang matrain yung mga artista natin, mga homegrown. Kaya gusto rin silang mag-conduct ng mga training and collaboration with Korean actors as well. So isa 'yun sa mga plans na hindi lang yung dito, even yung kasi para lalong gumaling. Kasi ang sinasabi nila madalas, magagaling kami. Yung aming training academy, it takes 6 years. Sabi ko, ganun pala yun. Yung, di ba sa atin, pag yung mga K-pop, P-pop, mabilis lang. Sa kanila, talagang hina-house nila, inaabot sila ng 6 years bago nila pawalan sa entertainment. Sabi ko, hindi ko kaya yung 6 years, siguro 6 months, pwede.
Well, alam naman natin kasi most of the Korean enterprise like this, especially in entertainment industry nila, talagang subsidized po yan no, ng government nila. And hopefully sana makarating din tayo dyan. But for now, talagang pure talent yung ating inilalaban lang dito sa mga sa ating mga counterpart, which is the Koreans, which is miles and miles away from us already, because talaga na penetrate na nila ang Hollywood. I say Hollywood because Hollywood naman ang talagang benchmark natin, di ba, when it comes to successful industry like this. Hopefully,
Yes.
di ba, Monj?
Yes,
So, hopefully.
Actually, hopefully.
Go ahead.
Yes, actually, Vibs, may magandang trivia din. Kasi speaking of government support, I found out na may parang support si former President Duterte do si AQ. Nag-release ng parang special message about it. Can you tell more about it, sir? Ano yung naging message niya?
Yes, in summary, President Duterte is very happy dun sa bagong platform natin. Ang naalala kong sinabi niya ron, just keep doing that will make change to the society, to the Filipino people, na matulungan nga yung movie industry in particular. Kasi sa ngayon talagang, I mean, if to compare with Korea, medyo malayo. So isa yun, kasi ang sinasabi, we have to start from somewhere. Simulan lang natin and then let's do the rest. Let's have some to improve it. Yun yung pinakamagandang sinabi ni PRRD dun sa letter niya when we discussed this. So nagpapasalamat din kami kay Presidente na nabigyan niya ng importansya yung ating industry, yung movie industry natin as a whole.
And in the recent FAMAS na also AQ Prime produced, di ba? Merong naging announcement doon, yung ating mga special awardees from the legislation, na merong mga gagawin yung estado na parang policies and mga ibang support means para matulungan yung industries natin. How do you look forward to it, sir, na mas matulungan palalo, especially yung mga new players like you?
Mas maganda ito kasi may mga legislative agenda, yung mga sinabi ni Senator Amy, Senator Jinggoy that time during the FAMAS, na talagang tutulungan yung ating industry na ma-uplift yung even yung support from the subsidy from the government, yung mga benefits na ma-enjoy ng mga nasa production team natin. And by the way, yung FAMAS will be shown dito sa AQ Prime after a few days siguro, mapapanood natin yung replay, delayed telecast na. Yeah.
You know, it's such, alam mo, parang pwede kong sabihin na hulog sa langit, si Sir, ang AQ Prime. Because all of a sudden, there's something like this as a platform. And from listening to you, talagang naririnig ko na talagang full support ka rin sa industry. And I think you're here to stay for a long time, no? Parang napag-isipan ng mabuti. And I was surprised when Monch was mentioning ang AQ Prime, and I said, so that probably very new in the market, no? Kasi hindi ko kayo naririnig before, no? And all of a sudden, there you are, and it's a big platform. And pag-usapan natin ng subscription. Kasi last week, pinag-usapan namin no Sunday, hindi ako makapaniwala, sir. So how much is the subscription?
For now, we have introductory price offering na 300 pesos, 100 pesos for 3 months. So basically, 100 pesos for 3 months. And then, yung regular rate po, I think, papatak siya sa 129, but it will be discounted to 99 pesos per month. Lumalabas po, Vivian, Raymond, 99 pesos siya per month on a regular basis.
Sir, hindi pa kayo lugi dyan?
So may mga ginawang considerations sa pricing, pero ang importante dito, malawak po yung magiging coverage natin, not only in the Philippines, even yung Korea, Southeast Asia, ASEAN market natin, and eventually
OFWs, no?
OFWs in the world, there are a lot. It's millions of OFWs all over the world na we can reach through this platform.
This is so great. I mean, I cannot even believe na ganyan po ang presyo ng ating subscription, ano. And then how will they subscribe? Saan ba ito? Sa website? Meron ba tong website, or is it open there? And then that's where you register? Ganun lang po ba 'yon?
Yes po, available po siya sa Apple Store, and at the same time, if you're using yung sa Android, Google Store o yung Play Store na tinatawag. Either kung ano yung cellphone po, either Apple or Google or Play Store, mada-download siya. But for overseas, probably will start by next month na ma-download na ito ng mga, kasi sa ngayon sa Philippines pa lang siya open eh. So by September next month, all over the world na siya ma-activate, ma-download. Yan.
So AQ Prime po ang pangalan nila, no?
AQ Prime Stream, they'll have to search yung
AQ
sa
Prime.
Google, AQ Prime Stream. Mag-a-appear po yun dun sa Play Store or sa Apple Store.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm really excited about this, and so happy that somehow somebody like you, no, really thought about it and have the courage, no, kasi kahit na nasa pandemic pa tayo, but then even then, during this pandemic, dito nga natin nalaman na nung kasagsagan ng ating ECQ, na nandito lang tayo sa bahay, talagang ang kinapitan natin ay yung mga online and yung mga Netflix na yan, and I'm a Netflix, ako kasi Netflix ako, but but it's not all Filipino, so sometimes I do crave for all Filipino, kulang na kulang, no, pagdating dun sa of course Netflix is not Philippines, so now magkakaroon na tayo, Monj, na talagang somehow Filipino, and then of course we can also get some foreign, no, meron din mga foreign components yan, meron din tayo makukuha dyan, but if you're yun nga, mga taga overseas, yung mga talagang nakakamiss na nila, and then sana sir ituloy niyo po yung ating mga bagong filmmakers, and go regional, because we have so many, like I have attended a lot of festivals dito nationwide, itong isa na yun, isa sa Baguio, and I've seen films na ginagawa ng mga bata na talagang mapapahanga ka, and you'll be amazed on how talented the Filipinos are, no, just given a chance, no. Ang problema kasi, sir, hindi nila nakukuha yung nababalik yung kanilang puhunan, puro utang sila sa mga magulang nila. Yung mga parents lang nila, and somehow ngayon meron ng ganitong platform, then at least they'll be able to get to recoup, no, their investment. You have any more question, Monj?
Yes, pag-usapan naman natin yung mga naka-line up na movies that our audience will watch out for, especially na nag-start na nga yung maiden project, no, La Traidora. Sir, kumusta po yung naging reception, at saka ano po yung mga iba pang aabangan ating viewers sa AQ Prime?
Naging maayos naman yung pagtangkilik ng mga subscribers natin, no? We have yung La Traidora at the moment, and then si Adonis X, Huling Lamay, and ano pa ba yung isa? Kalimutan ko na. Pero yung mga existing movies po na nagawa, kasi we're able to at least certain movies, weekly po yung scheduling yan, na I think every Saturday yung napag-usapan namin with the marketing team and social media team. Every Saturday we'll be releasing new movie doon sa mga nagawa na natin, and then magkaroon ng press con, packet press con, para at least ma-emphasize din yung mga actors, directors na nandoon. So tuloy-tuloy po yan. Kaya nga nung tinitinan ko yung buffer ng movie, sabi ko hanggang dito lang pala yung movies natin. So we really have to continue. Ang bilis pala
yes. So kasi once a week ang labas ng bagong pelikula.
Kung once a week, mabilis weekly may bagong movie na ipapakita. So kaya nga sabi ko tuloy-tuloy talaga. Kaya nga yung sinasabi ni Ma'am Vivian kanina na we welcome yung ating mga independent filmmakers. Kaya nga gusto namin na magkaroon ng audience with them, na upuan. Ito yung mga plans for them as well ng AQ Prime. So mangyayari po yan sa soon.
Tutulong kami, Attorney Alegre, ni Monch, no, to disseminate information, especially to our filmmakers. Alam mo, mahal na mahal namin ang industriya, and we want to help, no, nationwide na to submit their projects or concepts, or even yung mga natapos na nila, to just give a trailer to you and then submit it to your office, and then maybe somebody will look into it, yung sa creative side ninyo, and maraming magsasubmit niyan, and siguro kailangan lang ng mga informations, no?
Yeah.
Lalo na sa mga festivals, and then maybe also ito na nagsasuggest and maybe also you can also cover the festivals nationwide.
Yeah.
Namin natin mga festivals nationwide, and nobody's covering them, and to be in a regional festival is so parang fulfilling, di ba, Monj, no?
Yes, oo, yung mga Vibs, na banggit mo yung mga local festivals, no, all over the Philippines. Meron tayo sa Visayas region, sa Mindanao region, sa Northern Luzon, everywhere. And magandang opportunity din for players like AQ Prime to help us with our Philippine heritage, kasi mas naibibigay natin ng platform yung mga kulturang Pinoy to the mainstream, makilala ng mga ating viewers na sino ba talaga tayo, no? Tapos ano ba yung ating mga kwento na hindi na ikukwento na ipapakita sa mga local film festivals.
Yeah, it's nice in those festivals, especially like in the Visayas or even Mindanao, no, yung kanilang mga kultura, napakaganda, sir, and syempre hindi naman napapalabas yan sa mainstream, no. So I think you would be a nice outlet for this this event.
Yun talaga, ma'am, yung isa sa mga initiatives natin, magkaroon ng mga regional na movies to target yung per region natin, like Visayas, Bicol, Mindanao. Marami tayo.
Mountain Province.
Oo, yung mga iba't ibang regions natin. May kanya-kanya palang kasi yung isa sa mga directors na nakusap ko will be doing a film for Region 8 yata. So sabi ko, may kanya-kanya palang kwento ang bawat region. So might as well we do that also.
As much as we have different dialects.
Nabanggit ko na rin po kanina yung ito kasi lahat ng mga stories dadaan to sa creative natin. One of our business partners also, if you're familiar with, si RS Francisco, he's the head of the overall creative business aspect of the AQ Prime. Si Mr. RS, siya po yung in charge dyan.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, sir, that you are so open to all of this, and really you're a great addition, no, to the industry. Maraming salamat, at talagang kayo ba talagang kumbaga kaya niyo naisip to, mahilig ba kayo nung araw?
Mga paborito.
Ganun ba kayong ambition maging artista nung araw?
mga pioneer natin katulad sila FPJ, sila Rudy, yung mga Ngayon, ang ginagawa ko para lang at least pampawala din ng every movie na ginagawa natin, nagkakaroon lang ako ng cameo role for yun yung usap ko dun sa direct, anong line ko dyan? So, ayun.
talagang artist pala at heart ang ating AQ, no, Prime,
Yeah.
and that is really the heart and soul, no, of that company. So that means yung talagang love for your creative somehow yung iyong hunger, no? Can we say that much?
Yeah.
Isa yung creativity. And thank you so much, Attorney Aldwin Alegre. Siya pa ang CEO ng AQ Prime. And let's support AQ Prime. At marami pong matutulungan yan sa ating industriya.
Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so
Maraming
much.
salamat po.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ayan. So, alright. So, mga kachichat, na panood po natin si Attorney Aldrin Alegre from AQ Prime. At do watch out for the movies at saka yung mga offering na ibibigay ng pinakabagong streaming platform na gawang Pinoy. Kaya proud tayo, and at the same time, and hindi lang natin natutulungan yung mga kapwa nating manlilikha na sa pelikulang Pilipino, kundi yung mga trabahador na nawalan ng trabaho ng pandemic. So nagbabalik na ngayon, buhay na buhay, at nakakatulong tayo para mas mabigyan din ng mainstream distribution at awareness yung ating kultura at sining. And at the same time, tayo mga Pinoy na alam natin, Vibs, diba, na nanggaling tayo sa 2 taon na parang nawawalan tayo ng pag-asa at gutom tayo sa paghahanap ng mga magagandang kwento. Ito, meron na tayong mapapanood. Ayan. So, di ba, Babes? Ayan, di ba? Yes, and ngayon, at dahil sabi mo nga, ay, ang ganda ng episode natin ngayon kasi maganda yung ating susunod na guest dahil fresh from being crowned as Miss Philippines Earth 2022 from Coron, Palawan. 22 years na ang Miss Philippines Earth in the tradition of beauty for a cause. And we're very happy to have us here. Our newly crowned Miss Philippines Earth, Jenny Ramp from Santa Ignacia, Tarlac. Hi, Jenny!
Hi. Nako, yan ang kailangan pag-aralan ko, yung way ng ating mga beauty queen. Why, gosh, you're so beautiful, Miss Jenny Ramp. And thank you for gracing our program this afternoon. I know it's a Sunday, but you look like, a real beauty queen, no? On a Sunday afternoon. So, Miss Jenny Ramp, you are the Miss Philippines Earth 2022, and when is the real there's going to be Miss Earth, diba? When is it going to be?
I've been told that it's going to be in November.
Somewhere in November, and it's going to be in the Philippines, right?
Yes, in the Philippines, we are the host country.
Oh, that's nice. So we will be discussing, guys. We will be discussing your upcoming journey as Miss Earth.
Yes.
Your experiences in the competition. We want to know everything about it. And you are a ramp and commercial model.
Yes, that is correct.
But you are still a student, right?
Yes, I am at the same time.
How do you do that? I mean, how do you juggle all this? Being a student and as a beauty queen.
Yes, it's definitely about finding the balance, because right now I am a second year BS Psychology college student. And like I said, it's all about finding the balance between them and proper time management. I avoid procrastination at all costs. And whenever I have a task, especially in school, I do it as soon as possible. And whenever I have duties for my pageantry journey or for my preparations, I always make sure to get the schedule in advance, so at least I can coordinate with the both of them.
You're studying at Holy Angel University, and that is like whenever I'm in Angeles City, that's just around the corner of my house.
Oh, yes, I study at Holy Angel University.
Beautiful university.
World.
Yeah, it's a beautiful university, and
it's so big.
Yes. And And you are from Tarlac,
Opo, it's my mother's province.
your mother. And then what is the nationality of your father? If may.
He's American, so I am Filipino American.
But you were born in the US, or you were born
Yes, I was born in the States and I moved here in the Philippines when I was 14.
Okay. So marunong ka na mag-Tagalog.
Konti lang.
Alam mo, Bibs,
Ha?
if there's someone, tawag nito, kasi nag-work kasi ako sa Carousel Productions, the company that produces Miss Earth and Miss Philippines Earth. And I know very well kung ano yung pinagdadaanan ni Jenny from the competition, from day one up until the coronation. And I know it's beauty pageant sa tingin ng mga audience at saka ng mga fans, kala nila is all glitz and glamour. But it's not, di ba, Jenny? It's really a hard work. And it's really like a legit talaga siya na work. Kasi parang you rise early in the morning, tapos you attend so many activities from the morning and afternoon and even in the evening. Ang dami-dami. And tell us about how you prepared for the competition and how hard and how at the same time enjoyable it is.
Yes, it is so much hard work. I remember I would wake up at like 5 a.m., eat breakfast, and then, it takes an hour to go in hair and makeup. And then after that, we'd have a ton of activities. So we'd be going outdoors, sponsor visits, and, we're just in heels for over 5+ hours. And then finally, we're back at the hotel. We're going to have dinner. And so it's very tiring. It's definitely like a whole business day for us beauty queens. And my preparations would have to be, Q&A training, passerella training, as well as learning about the environmental issues, because this is Miss Earth. So it's not enough to just be beautiful, but we're beauties for a cause. So there's so much things that we have to take into account for.
So mentally, you prepared for this. I mean, it's not only physical, right? But
yes,
mentally, that you have to go through this difficult phase. Somehow, I think it's quite difficult because I have a niece who won Mutia overseas because she's also a half Filipino and half French, and talagang mahirap siya, Monch. I mean, really. I mean, mentally also, they'll have to prepare, so how did you do this? I mean, you're so young. How old are you?
I am 19.
Imagine 19 years old.
Yes.
She's only 19. So somebody guides you. I mean, I'm sure your mother is with you and, guiding you with all of this, this journey that you have.
Yes, my mom is definitely a stage mom, as you would call it. Whenever I was young, I would do modeling, and she'd always be there, like with me backstage, and she'd always take me to my shoots. And yes, it's definitely about strengthening your mindset during pageantry, because there's a lot of bashing or bullying that I've always heard that beauty queens go through. So you really have to gain a thick skin against this and kind of a tolerance. And, you have to have a very positive surrounding so that whenever you face negativity, that you're going to be uplifted by the community that you're in. And for me personally, I love journaling so I could express all my emotions and feelings.
Okay, so let me go back because Miss Universe Celeste Cortosi.
Oh yes,
Earth, right?
Yes, she did.
2018.
Yes, 2018.
Yeah, and now she is the Miss Universe. So it is from Earth to Universe, right?
Yes.
So yeah, are you also eyeing that maybe in the future?
I'm not sure. I'm still young, so I don't know what the future has to hold for me. But for now, I'm going to focus on my duties as Miss Earth Philippines. I'm going to focus on training myself for representing the Philippines in the Miss upcoming Earth pageant. So we'll see what the future has to hold.
Yes. Jenny, part of your journey to the Miss Philippines Earth is championing the cause for farmers. Can you tell us more about this advocacy of yours?
That is definitely one of my advocacies that I really carry with me in my heart. Coming from Tarlac, it dominates in agriculture. And if you visit, you will see farmland, you'd see vast land and nature and all the animals just happily running around and roaming around. And because of this, I believe that it is a part of our blood as Filipinos. And because of that, it's something that we have to advocate for. We should be a spokesperson for them because this is where all livelihood comes from. Without them, we wouldn't have our food. So we have to extend our thanks towards them and make sure that they have the equal opportunities and rights as we do have.
Mhm. So, have you involved yourself in any activity about this advocacy? Like, for example, meeting the farmers, talking with them, getting to know their problems, and perhaps starting a foundation or in the future planning for that in aid of this advocacy of yours?
Well, that is why I'm so thankful to have been given the crown and title because now I have a platform for it and I have upcoming projects that I want to work with. But yes, certainly during my preparation for this pageant, I was able to see the farmers and their livelihoods. And like I said, my lolo, he was actually a farmer. And when I was younger, my mom would tell me the stories that my lolo would ride on the carabao, like the water buffalo. And so I always thought like that was so interesting.
You had that experience riding the Carabao?
Me, not yet, but my lolo had. So maybe I could follow the footsteps.
It's fun. You should try it.
Yes, I want to, definitely.
Yes. Oo, di ba, Vibs, kasi favorite place ko din yung Central Luzon, Tarlac, Pampanga, Zambales, and I've been there. Although mainit siya, pero ang saya, siya, talaga iba yung environment and iba, sarap kumain. Di ba, Jenny?
Yes,
Ang sarap ng food dyan sa area ninyo. Yes, can you tell us more about your Tarlacs, your play, yung mga tourist sites sa Tarlac?
Her experiences in Pampanga and Tarlac, she goes to Holy Angel. So have you done some cooking lately? I mean, kasi Pampangan are also well known as good cooks and stuff. Right?
Pampanga is known as the culinary capital of the Philippines.
Correct.
Yes. Oh, I don't know how to cook any of their food. Pero I really love sisig. Kapampangan sisig, it's like the best. I always ask for it whenever I go out. And here in Tarlac, I really love taron. I know it doesn't originate from Tarlac or anything, but in the Palenque, Santa Ignacia, it's so fresh, it's so warm, and it's so good. Whenever I go there, I would buy a lot. And then I'd go to Mayora's office, and I'd also give to the employees there whenever I would have projects in there. So yes. And for tourist sites in Santa Ignacia, I could recommend to you the Biken Falls or also the Kending Falls, which we have. It's so beautiful. And I think it's perfect there for Instagram photos, for hiking, and also for picnicking.
I want to ask also, so curious, why psychology?
Oh, yeah. Actually, my first choice was tourism because I really love traveling. I remember my father,
right?
Yes, my father would really recommend that to me growing up for a free plane tickets. And I really love traveling. However, I have motion sickness. So I decided maybe this is not a good idea. So then I dabbled in psychology. I was listening to podcasts and YouTube videos, and I realized that this is something that I really resonate with. It's something that I could really understand easily. And working with people, learning about their stories, it's something that I'm very passionate about. And I could really observe people and I could understand them and see their point of view. So I thought, if I could view this as my kind of superpower, then maybe I should look for it in the career and in college, take up psychology. And it's something until now I really enjoy.
Okay, all right. So that's very interesting, Jenny, can you tell us about your preparation for the upcoming Miss Earth pageant, which is a few months away na lang? So, what are your ideas about what to wear in your national costume, your gown, and everything? Yes. Mm-mm.
Yes, well, for my preparations right now, we're still planning. I'm actually looking for a place to stay in Manila for my trainings because I'm with KF, Kanghan Flores. So they're going to help me improve my pastorela so I could be stage ready. And so, yes, I really want to devote some of my time to that because I view it as my weakness. So I know that there's always room for improvements, as well as staying there so I could focus on my Q&A training as well. And then in terms of my styling and my costumes, I'm still waiting for the official announcement and for the official theme, because I know that every year there's usually a theme. And so I really like to relate all of my pieces or details towards that. So it's in correlation with one another. So yes, we're just in the planning stage right now.
Yes. And actually, the theme for this year's Miss Earth is flora and fauna, right? So
Oh, flora and fauna.
more on the animals.
I see. Yes, because for Miss Philippines,
Marge is more more advanced in knowing.
I see. Yes, because this Miss Philippines Earth 2022, the theme was "Me Loves Fauna," so it's interesting to see that they added flora and fauna.
Yes. Okay. Actually, we've been evolving as well in the industry of beauty pageants, babes. Actually, recently,
We are a major house when it comes to pageantry.
Oh
We
yes,
are
so
a powerhouse when it
sobra.
comes to pageantry.
Sinimulan mo yan, Vibs eh. Sinimulan mo yan noon eh, nung Miss Body Beautiful eh. So, mataas talaga yung expectation ng mga tagalabas sa Pilipinas na magbigay ng mga magagandang babae. Recently, there has been so many controversy surrounding beauty pageants kasi yung reigning Miss Universe, Harna Asandu, is being bashed for gaining weight, and it's not stopping. So, and then after that, nagkaroon ng statement yung organization from one of the reports ng Missology na i-allow na yung mga married women and then pregnant and women with kids. Have you heard about it, Jenny?
Yes, I have. I've seen
What can you say about these developments in the pageant world?
I believe that it's so interesting. And at the same time, I believe that it is very timely because this is what opens up to more diversity. And diversity is important so that people out there, specifically women, they could see that they're being represented. And in that way, they feel seen, they feel heard, they feel respected in all those aspects. So I believe that it is important because it's something that everyone deserves to feel. And I'm so happy that now every woman, if you're married or if you have children, you have the opportunity, because for some, maybe when they were younger, they didn't have the opportunity. But for now that their lives have gone on for a while, now that they finally have experience from past things, they get carried with them to their pageant journey.
Okay. Monj, let's pause for commercial muna. Alam ko, ang dami mo pang tanong. Let's pause for commercial. And we'll be back with Miss Earth.
Good News Pilipinas with host Francis de Guzman is advocacy in action, which brings to you exclusives to enhance life's values that really matter. This program also brings forth guideposts on scriptural truths, giving hope to nations. Watch and listen on Radio Bandito TV every Sunday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. on Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, DZRJ 8:10 a.m., Facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 a.m., and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido. Revolutions Per Minute with host Marilyn Craig and guest co-host future Dr. Zoe will revolutionize your life. Spend lunch with them every Saturday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. This is your Love Life Teleradio, with interviews with people from all walks of lives, as well as personalities, with stories that enlighten and inspire. So catch RPM on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, free-to-air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito. Join Arnel Doria as he explores the world of travel, transportation, road safety, and the environment. Tune in to Good Trip every Saturday at 1 to 2 p.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito. Fierce, fast, and on the go. Reporters Hour, hosted by Errol Dacame. Meet the fearless reporters of Teleradio Bandito TV: Celestino Jojo Sicat, Vance Fernandez, Jong Manapas, Jimmy Mahusay, Felix Tambonco, and Romel Madrigal. During a crisis, you need timely and up-to-date reports on Radio Bandito TV daily, plus on Reporters Hour, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Except Tuesdays on Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and on YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito. Litrato Philippines, hosted by Mike Francisco and Michelle Encarnacion, showcases a variety of wonderful, uplifting beauty queens from all over the world, Philippine tourism, culture, and lifestyle, and issues being faced in our country. Catch them Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito. Education Radio, hosted by Pia Morato, is on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito. This brings service to all educators and learners of every age. The program guests include secretaries, dignitaries, ambassadors, lawmakers, professors, volunteers, and heroes, all dedicated to contribute to this valuable advocacy. We take the streets to the classroom and the classroom to the streets. Chacha Hinmo Baby is a news-oriented program that tackles topical issues and headlines with the support of DZRJ field reporters. Hosted by the legendary Jimmy Morato, Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and on YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandito. Chit Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandito TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Affordabox, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Seen on Facebook /DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
And we are back to Chit Chat, DZRJ 10 a.m. with a beautiful, beautiful lady, our Miss Philippines Earth 2022, Jenny Ram. So excited. Ang ganda-ganda ng ating screen, Monj, no? Go ahead with your questions. Ito na, meron ako isang question. How do you prepare with those Q&A? Kasi yan ang ating, di ba, Monj, whenever there's a Q&A, this is the real much awaited portion of a
favorite ko yan.
And you know, I said I think this is the one that really make or break you, di ba? Yung ating Q&A. So how do you prepare for this mentally?
Yes, well, I believe that it's important to answer from the heart, most definitely, because there are many girls who could answer a question, but they get minus points if they sound too scripted. So I always stray away from that. So I prepare myself by reading the news, by reading articles, or watching YouTube videos as well. And through this, I form my own opinion that I truly relate to with my values and my morals. So in the end, I don't get confused or anything, because if I try to practice anything too hard or say something that I don't believe in, I know that I'll be caught up in what I'm saying. So I always relate to what I believe deep down inside.
Well, it also shows your maturity, right? That means how you deal with, you know, especially with questions that are kind of deep. Marami talaga naman, Monj, no? The questions, I mean, yung mga related to the Q&A of this pageantry na talagang medyo mapapaisip ka rin, no? On how you're going to answer it. And sometimes you always have that game, okay nga, kung ikaw nga yun, how are you going to answer it, right? And so the presence of mind, and then at the same time, siguro the confidence that I think that you can answer them, right?
Yes, you have to believe what you're saying. I certainly believe that you have to be confident that you're able to back it up.
Yes. And also, but did you have any stage fright coming into the pageant?
Well, I'm certainly not used to being on the stage in front of like so many people. So there's always that, whenever I go on stage, I always feel like in my heart, it's like beating so fast each time. I don't know.
That's the one that can block your, I mean, mentally you can be.
Yes, it does, certainly. That's why sometimes when I say something on stage and then I go off stage, I go in the background and then I think about what I said. I'm like, oh, well, I could have said this a little bit better or something, because, you know, now that I'm away, I'm more calm, my heart's not beating as fast, I realize that I could have handled it better. But that's, I believe, the whole aspect of the pageants, to see how girls could be graceful under pressure.
Yes. Yeah.
At the same time, babes, di ba, Jenny, yung pressure to deliver, especially if you're one of the favorites, sa mga fans, di ba? And you are actually one of the favorites sa batch ninyo. How did you handle the pressure?
The pressure, well, I just looked at it as a way to motivate me to do better all the time. I was also pressured by my municipality, because, you know, I'm the first representative ever in a national pageant. But in that way, I knew that I had to do my best to perform that day, just so I could make them proud, just so I won't regret my performance on that night, and just give it my all.
Mm-hmm. And at the same time, when you competed in the national pageant, you competed with people that you know, and at the same time from the country that you know so very well. But this time around, Miss Earth is an international pageant. You'll be representing, you'll be wearing the sash of our country, opposite other women, you know, from all over the world. So how will you handle that pressure and that weight on your sash in telling the world that I'm from the Philippines and I'm the kumbaga, we have so much to offer. And how will you handle that?
Well, I definitely want to look at it as a fun and learning experience so that I don't get too rattled. I definitely want to take advantage of being around so much people that I haven't met before from different countries that I've never been. So, as much as possible, I want to engage with others and I want to learn about them and their culture and their heritage at the same time. And at the same time, I want to teach them about ours because, it's going to be in the Philippines and I'm the host candidate, host country. So at the same time, I want to let them know where's the best places to visit after the competition. Maybe teach them a bit of Tagalog as well, what I can. So,
You have to learn yourself. That's
Yeah.
true. I mean, Monch, I really find yourself, Jenny, you're so natural, meaning, everything that you say, everything that, as you were saying, yung ating mga Q&A nga diyan sa mga pageantry, and sometimes you can tell, no, kung talagang scripted or not.
yeah.
From the way you've been answering, somehow, parang ang dami na naming tinatanong sa'yo, but you're still just smiling and naturally just answering our questions, no? And I hope you keep that. Mimi, really, I think this is one of your assets. Everything. Every time you answer is really coming from the heart, no? So don't lose that. Kasi parang talagang, it resonates, di ba? Monch, when somebody like her, on stage, and we want to see that parang talagang yung natural way of really just answering and confidence, no.
Then Dibs, Jenny mentioned kanina yung
Tsaka napaka down to earth niya.
yes, so
Kaya talaga Miss Earth.
oo nga very siya, parang you can really easily relate to. Ayun. And she mentioned kanina about when you answer sa Q&A yung mga specifics and not just plainly motherhood statements. Kasi I am a fan of beauty pageants and that's why I work at Carousel Productions. Yeah, di ba di Vibs, yung mga classmates natin before, sina Henry, sina Dado, yan. Mga fans kami ng beauty pageant and alam namin kung yung contestant ay hindi talaga sincere, and when they're parang they're glossing over their answers or just making motherhood statements because they don't know what they're talking about. So parang iniraraos lang nila yung Q&A and they really are not passionate about their advocacies. Jenny,
but remember, Jenny is only 19 years old.
Yes, kaya very amazing, no? Na parang yung kanyang yung mental faculties and kanyang understanding of our current events ay very broad. And yun nga kaya nga ako nag-work kasi ako dun sa Miss Earth, sobrang different yung organization niyan to other organizations kasi they really take beauty pageant seriously. Sina Miss Lorraine Shook yan sila Tita Lorraine, sina Tita Pichi, Veneracion.
Oh my
and
God.
sila yung nagpapatakbo and they're very serious and professional in dealing with their candidates and the winners. Kumusta, Jenny? Siyempre, this is your first time to work with them, with the organization. What can you tell about Carousel Productions and how they are preparing you as our country's representative?
Well, I am definitely so excited to work with them more in the future. We have a whole schedule planned of everything, and I'm even excited because my court is also coming in as well. My elemental queens, so I'm so excited for all the activities that we have planned. We really have a lot to offer, so that's why I recommend everyone to stay tuned to follow the Miss Earth page as well as me and the fellow queens, so you can take note and see everything that we're doing, especially for our environmental advocacies. I'm excited for all the tree plantings that we have in the future. So, yes.
Okay, well, we're talking about the advocacy. Do you think, you can go further than, after being Miss Earth or, winning the International Miss Earth in November, so that's about a year or so. There's going to be a platform already as being Miss Earth. Do you think you can go further than the 1 year, or are you seeing yourself really advocating what your advocacy right now?
Yes, I really do see myself advocating for my advocacy right now. And I believe that as a person, we can do so much. You know, you don't just have to be a beauty queen, but since I am a beauty queen, since I have this platform, I want to use it to my advantage. That's why I'm even planning like a little something to do, like a little project to do in my municipality of Santa Ignacia. I was just coordinating and messaging my tourism officer this morning because I'm really passionate about it. And at the same time, my advocacy is about education, especially for the youth. So the project that I had planned was that I would do a tree planting with like little kids in my municipality. So something I'm so excited for. But you know, even without a crown or a title, as individuals, we could do so much just in our home. That's why my advocacy is educating everyone about ecological sustainability. So to teach everyone how in their livelihoods or day-to-day lives, how they could lessen their carbon footprint.
Mhm. What about in the entertainment industry? Do you think you're going to be interested?
Oh my gosh. Oh, maybe we could see in the future. Yes, I definitely like to dabble in different things and to explore in different things because I started modeling when I was 14 and then I started pageantry in 2020. So around when I was 17. So yes, I'm definitely open to it in the future.
Nanonood pa yata si Attorney Alvin Alegre. So, makikita niyo si Jenny for AQ Prime.
Even hosting, di ba? I think
Oh, yes.
you're very good in hosting and
Mhm.
all of that. But of course, you still have to, how many years, to finish your studies?
Yes, studies first.
Yeah, and then, at least you'll have something to fall back on.
Yes, that is
All
true.
this pageantry and all of that. Monch, do you have any more questions?
Yeah, actually, Jenny, the pageant is in November and it's in our host in the Philippines, and then next year they announce it's in Vietnam.
Vietnam,
So
yeah.
in Vietnam, no. So, what do you think will be the what do you think will be the interesting offering of this year's edition, 22nd edition of Miss Earth, to the fans, to the followers, to the audience in general?
Yes, well, I think that during our Miss Philippines Earth competition, we certainly showcased the beauty of the Philippines because it was hosted in Coron, one of the most beautiful islands here in the Philippines. And we had many
Correct.
activities there and we had photo shoots there as well. So I hope that people were able to see the beauty that it had to offer in our photo shoots and the coronation day and everything like that. So I'm really looking forward to what is in store for Miss Earth and where it will be and to show more what the Philippines has to offer.
Yes, and at the same time, yung topic, no, yung advocacy about the environment, kasi right now, yung global warming is very rampant, and you can see the heat wave, no, na pumapatay sa napakadaming Europeans in London, for example. It's
So in
really a
Korea,
health
just recently, no?
health emergency now, and then ang dami pa rin nagde-deny na there's climate change. There are so many anti-climate change people in the West, in the US, and in Europe. What can you tell these people na, hey guys, climate change is real and we have to work about it?
Yes. Well, in terms of this, I believe that people really have to start believing in science. Like all the research and the numbers, they're all there. They just have to look at it. They have to look at the studies because we could see it in just our day-to-day lives. Like every summer it gets hotter or the storms, they get harder. And we just really have to take note of it and look at the news. In the news, we could see that the ice caps are melting. And this is something that's very bad because it's affecting the fauna there, like the polar bears. And because of that, they have the ability to go extinct. And because of this, we really have to raise awareness towards this. And I think that's why it's so important to spread the news, to spread infographics and everything so people can be enlightened. And hopefully then they will believe it as well.
one of our advocacy also, Monch, that I like is, yung mga Tarlac farmers, no? Because it's so
Yes.
relevant nowadays because of what is really happening with the Department of Agriculture. And we knew for a fact that, importations of rice or even sugar and things like that, and it affects our farmers. And I hope you continue with this because they're so important, no, the farmers, on how we syempre, on how we treat them. It's really it's beyond words to say that we almost don't have anymore. Parang nobody wants to be a farmer anymore, things like that, right? And this is so important. I hope you continue with it, Jenny. And I know you'll have a bigger voice, especially as young as you are. Syempre, marami pa tayong mga millennials dyan. Considered pa siyang millennial, di ba? Or Gen Z. Gen Z.
Gen Z. Oo.
Gen Z na siya. Oh my gosh, you're so young. And so hopefully you really can continue with that, no? Especially here in Central Luzon. I really love also being in Pampanga. Been to back many times. It's a beautiful place. I've never been to to Santa Ignacia, so somehow I've been to Anao. We did some medical missions in Anao. That's where the ilang plantations.
Yes, it's known for that.
Yeah. So Tarlac is really a nice place for you. I mean, to start. That advocacy. So, Monch, do you have anything any more? And then we can have the parting words from our Miss Earth.
Yes, actually, I'm wishing you very good luck, Jenny, and I hope you continue with your advocacy. Kasi maganda yung farming na nabanggit mo kasi ngayon, Vips, kasi sabi mo nga kanina yung sa agriculture problem natin, sobrang meron pa rin dahil in the past, di ba tayo nag-export ng rice? Ngayon, nag-i-import tayo. So parang very hard to imagine na for a country na ang dali-dali magpatubo ng mga bigas, kailangan natin pang mag-import para mapakain yung mga tao. So it's very high time.
Food security is really so important. Yeah, exactly.
Especially in Central Luzon is one of the food baskets in the Philippines. So we have to empower our farmers and at the same time take pride in their job because tamang sinabi mo, pagka meron pa rin parang kinakahiya pagka nagiging magsasaka ka lang. Lagi merong word na magsasaka lang. Dapat magsasaka ka. Ganon. No? Yung parang you should take pride with your work as a farmer because you feed the nation. And when you feed the nation, the people that eat your produce will be the future engineers, teachers, and even the president of the country, di ba? And so you should take pride with our farmers in their work, in yung pagiging marangal na trabaho nila. And I'm so happy, Jenny, that you've taken focus.
I want to thank her parents for that.
Yes.
For really instilling that into her mind, and I just hope that you continue with it. And I think it's a beautiful advocacy. And, it is very relevant now to the Philippines that someone like you, as young as you, as beautiful as you, to say, hey, I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
I ride carabaos and stuff like that. And that would be a good come on, to our youngs. And talagang but I think our government is doing something about it, giving some incentives whenever I think if you're a student who wants to go into agriculture, I think they will subsidize your schooling and things like that, and they will, I think, give you a piece of land to till. Yes, that's I heard about it, and you can be in the forefront, well, we're just giving some
to be a spokesperson of their cause, no? Ang ganda.
Correct, right? So yes, any parting words, Jen?
I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you, both of you, so much for having me. I want to thank you to everyone who's watching, who's supporting me. I want to say thank you to my family, my friends, my team. And I just hope you all continue to support me and watch me through my journey at Miss Earth, where I represent our beloved Philippines.
Orange?
Yes, thank you, Jenny, and we wish you good luck. And
We'll be praying, yeah? All the way,
yes,
all throughout.
hopefully we will have our fifth Miss Earth crown.
Yeah, hopefully
Yes.
I'll be one. Well, thank you so much, and we'll really be praying for I mean, sa journey mo, no, as being Miss Earth. And thank you so much for spending time with us.
Yes. Miss Vivian, I just want to tell you that both my mom and my tita, they're watching, and they want me to tell you that they like you. And
What's their name?
I believe that you actually ordered baked sushi for my tita before.
Yes.
Here in Pampanga, House Kitchen.
Yes, I did.
They're in
Oh, yeah.
Dominic.
Oh, so yeah, I see your yeah. So you're the one. That's right. I see your what's this? Tarpaulins. Your your ass. Yeah.
And
Hi. I'll order some more.
yeah.
Yes. Hi. Thank you, Jenny, and thank you so much. And we'll see you again next Sunday.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.